Hello everybody, Kerry here and welcome to another video. This week was a crazy week. So last week, you guys know I had my funded account for Alpha Capital and funding pips. Whereas Alpha Capital, if I make a profit like with just a single trade, I'm eligible for like withdrawal. And but for ACG, since I used the two-step, I think it was a two-step pro something like that, yeah, their pro accounts, right? The 8%, the 10%, yeah, the 8 and 10%, they have a 5 minimum trading days. But with that 5 minimum trading days, they require you to trade like consistently. They don't want you to like trade, maybe I take a trade, my first trade turns out to be a winning trade, making me like, let's say 4% on the account, right? Which is $2,000. But I start taking trades of 0.01. Meanwhile, the trade was about 0.5 load size, right? I started taking 0.01. They said no, that's not permitted and everything. So I had to take my time this week. Luckily, I was patient enough. I was taking some setups, good and bad. I don't really want to like show the account and everything, but I'm gonna display what happened after I submitted the payout. So, what actually happened, right? Okay, trading the account, I was a 50k account, right? I submitted the payout with on my 25k account. It was a three-figure payout. I'm gonna display, but I'm gonna blur the figures. But there's one account I'm gonna like show everything, the figures and everything. The problem is that was for another video because the payouts were submitted on that account. I think it was on Friday, like by evening. I think it was past 7 in the night. So the way things are going, not all the payments with funding pips are like automated because the previous payout I submitted last 2 weeks, I think the payout got processed and sent to my wallet in 6 minutes. But this one, the previous payout I submitted again just this last week on the 25k account, the payout was just, I think it was just above 2%, right? And it got approved the next day. I think past like 9 a.m. in the morning. It got approved and sent to my wallet like 9 a.m. in the morning. And the other accounts, which was a 250k accounts, was copy trading. One was up over 4 figures, which is the one I'm going to be displaying everything. But that's going to be for another video because there's a current issue with Rise right now, and I submitted those payouts with Rise payment, right? And people are complaining that they are facing issues with Rise and everything. So I don't know if I'm going to face the same issue with Rise, but I'm going to update you guys on everything. But now for this other account I'm talking about was the 50k, right? With Alpha Capital. I submitted a payout on Thursday. Yeah, waking up Friday morning with my payout got approved on the 25k account. The 50k account had I received an email from the risk team from Alpha Capital. This is my highest payout so far with Alpha Capital. Is just under 4 figures, right? After profit split, but with the before profit split is above 4 figures. After profit split, it dropped below, which is my highest payout with them so far. So they emailed me saying, let me just show you guys real quick. Okay, you can see right here. I'm gonna blur everything here. That's why I'm putting the camera this way. But you can see this is the email I received, right? After a full review of trading analytics and KYC, they want to confirm if I am like the one trading behind the account, like I'm not doing signals or everything, because I'm still quite positive about the payout. You can see this is the email right here, which I already did the schedule, right? I did the scheduling, and it's gonna be on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. I think on the 15th. Surely it's on the 15th, right? I'm gonna do the risk interview, and yeah, I'm gonna do the risk interview. I'm still quite like positive about this payout because I had a feeling that if this payout was actually like going to be rejected. Like I said, I don't still know, but if they're going to reject it, they'll obviously have to give me like a solid reason. And for me, I usually follow the rules perfectly fine. Like all my payouts that have been denied this 2026, the only rule I breach is the news rule, because it's the way I trade, right? I don't tend to risk much since I target for higher risk to reward. So I tend to risk less. I barely risk over 1% of my account. And even on the challenge phase, most of the times, if I have to risk over 1%, it's going to be like 1.5%. I barely go to 2%. Most of the times, I'm usually 1%, 0.5%. But this account, I dropped below the 0.5%, in the sense that, I make profit because of the minimum trading days, you end up losing it. I've been there last year, so I never wanted a mistake, so I reduced my risk. There were some setups. I took 1:5 setups, risking $100, making $500. There were some I was risking $70, um, making over like $250, $300, right? Higher risk to reward, but with lower risk, and the load size will be a bit higher. I never wanted to use micro on the account. I wanted it to be like mini, not micro load size, just so I don't breach the 5 minimum trading days, like they said. But they said after that, all my payouts, then will after the first payout, the second and above won't need the minimum trading days, right? Which is a great thing. But yeah, I'm quite positive about this payout. I think it's gonna get approved after the um meeting, because after the risk interview, they said they're going to ask me my ID, share my screen to explain my strategy and stuff. For me, that's just a piece of cake. My strategy is mine. I came up with it, and I know it like the back of my palm. So I'm going to update you guys with it. But the only bad feeling I have right now is the Rise payment gateway. Rise has been messed up lately. Their supports are slow. I'm seeing a lot of complaints and everything. Personally, I've been using Rise for a while now. I haven't had any issue with them. And hopefully, when my payout comes in with funding people, because like I said, that's my first four-figure payout, which is going to come through Rise. Like, I don't know why I never just used cryptos, but it's going to come through Rise. Hopefully, I don't face that issue. And if I don't face the issue, any payout from funding pips won't be going to Rise. I'll just do direct crypto, and only the alpha capital payments will be going to Rise, right? And I'm going to update you guys. Surely the payment should come in today for alpha capital. I'm expecting it today. Today should be the second day. Yeah, it should be the second day. Since I requested on Friday, late hour, at 7 p.m. And I'm going to update you guys once that payout land, because it's going to be my first four-figure payout, like a single four-figure payout with any firm since I started trading in 2022, right? August is going to make me 4 years, and it's really been a hell of a journey. It's really been a hell of a journey, just right here in my desk, pushing it alone. It hasn't been easy and stuff. Because for you watching this isn't like an overnight success or anything. Because if you see this plaque right here, right, this was the first futures account I passed. You can see right here, you can see the date, right? I passed this account January 2nd, January 2025. I made over $4,000 in this account. I completed, they had 5 trading days, profitable trading days, right? With at least $200 made. I made over $4,000 in 4 days. And on the fifth day, I lost everything, right? On the fifth day, I lost everything, and ended up blowing the account, taking home zero, right? From there, I started struggling, and everything. 2025, I spent a lot of money on challenges, but I wasn't really like interested in starting like to do like YouTube and everything, because I see a lot of traders always documenting their journey and everything, and there's pressure when you're doing that, right? We are following up and trying to like display your journey with your audience and everything. There's always pressure, and for me, life was really difficult behind the scenes, right? Because I was earning like $4 50 cents a day with extreme hard labor. Wasn't even a 9 to 5. Like it was over 9 to 5, extreme hard labor, earning $4 something, feeding everything. Had to go extra mile just to like get where I am, settle, get my own apartment, and start trading and everything. That's when I said, okay, I'm going to get into YouTube and start showing everything. But life was never easy, and I've thought of quitting like multiple times, right? Because the first pair I got from a prop firm was back in 2022. I mean 2024, which was on Cortana, right? I think it was a $367, but with profit split, they were taking 50%. So I bought I think 100 and something, right? It felt good. But right now, I just made my four-figure payout. With my first four-figure payout. Combined with the other one, it's much more than that. It's much more than the single payout I'm getting. But I don't really like feel anything, like I've been numbing the pain for too long. The journey have been so difficult that it's been taking hella emotions I got, you know, because when I thought I would request this payout, I was gonna feel that joy, like that feeling, but I felt nothing. I felt nothing. The only thing I was in my head was just to keep going forward, you know. And same for you out there. If you're struggling, I'm not where I wanna be, but I'm far from where I was years back. And every year I keep upgrading because 2025 I got funded 7 times. But out of those 7 accounts, I lost everything without making a penny. Only one account, which was my 10K funding pips account, I managed to secure a payout with them. My very first payout to funding pips. That was last year. But then it took me over 10 months. The last withdrawal I made to funding pips was over 10 months and 2 weeks before I could get that. And I believe now I'll be doing it consistently, right? Because unlike then, let's say maybe you get lucky, keep trying to get lucky. Right now, I think I'm not really like lucky, as in it's a craft which I'm building, refining the strategy and everything. So from here, I'll keep moving forward, regardless of any circumstance I might face or anything, right? So if you're watching this, please like, subscribe, and if you're thinking on giving up, don't give up, right? Eventually you'll figure things out. I have videos on my Snapchat, that will be for another time. But I have videos on my Snapchat back testing late hour sleep. Like everybody who knows me around, I sleep 5 a.m. in the morning, wake up 11 o'clock a.m. right? Because I'm trying to lose weight and I'm also trying to get the best sleep possible, but still everything is not really adding up. But yeah, when the payout arrives and the price processes without any issue, I'm gonna update you guys. So see you guys in the next one. Peace out.